See, and your parachute is success. Success. When you experience success, it opens the parachute. And now that
all right, what's happening? Run to the chat, drop on the chat. I'm on the 2020 Vision RetiredIn365 chat on Telegram. Go ahead and drop in that chat that I am on. Drop in the groups, everything. Tell everybody to get here. This is not something you want your organization missing. You want to make sure that they are plugged into this. Got something really powerful to share with you guys. And I'm super excited. I'm losing my voice, struggling to keep it, but it's all good. All right, I hope you guys are excited for the day, to win the day, right? Win the day every day. That's all you can do. Win the day every day. That's all you can do. Win the day every day. Go ahead and drop in. I see them coming through. I'm on. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I got something really special for you guys. I titled this Sobering Thoughts. Sobering Thoughts. I'm gonna try to stay calm today. Calm. I'm trying to stay calm today. So I just want to give you some things to think about, some things to meditate on, some things to realize, to take your business, your life, your finances to the next level. All right, so a lot of times when my wonderful wife, Lady Kingdom Cash, Christina Dyson, and I, when we talk to people, they say, do y'all sleep? How do y'all do it? 9 kids, multiple businesses, my wife homeschools, cooking, doing everything that she does, running multiple businesses, running this business, leading from the front. How do y'all do it? How? And my thought is always, how don't you do it? How don't you do it? You do what you have to do. You do more than you have to do. People behave as if we have 9 lifetimes to live. Like after this life, we become as another human being and we get to play it all over again. It's far from the truth. You get one life. One. And I always tell people, me and Christina always tell people, if you're on this call, you have children, your children are not your excuse as to why you can't. They should be your reason why you must. You must. That should be your motivation, not your crutch. So there's this word that has a bad connotation. The word is extremism. Extremism. Christina and I are extremists. We don't know how to do things halfway. We don't know how to tiptoe. We're extremists. Whatever we put our mind to accomplish, it must get done. It's that simple. You got to develop the mentality of a high performer. Everybody, turn your camera on real quick. Turn your camera on. Do me a favor, just humor me. Turn your camera on. Turn your camera on. Everybody put their right arm in the air. Put your right arm up. Put your right arm up. Who did that? Who did that? Who has control of that arm? Who did that? Didn't you put your right arm up? You have control of your life the same exact way you have control of your body. It's you. It's on you. You have control. That was a revelation I got at my last job. That was a revelation I got at my last job. I was sitting down at my lunch table, and I had a vision of putting my right arm up right at the lunch table. I was kind of down. And that's the words that the Lord spoke to me in my spirit. He said, you have control. And then began to meditate on that. I have control. I have control. I have control. Nobody forced me to put this job application in. I came and sold myself to the job. How you doing, Mr. Mrs.? I would love for you to hire me. I could be on time. I could do everything you tell me to do. I do it well. If you give me a shot, I'll make sure that I represent your company well. They said, okay, Mr. Dyson, we'll give you that job. A couple months later, God dog it, I hate this job. What the freak, man? I gotta get out of here. Complaining about vending machine, complaining about complaining. And one day I was in this complaining funk, and the Lord showed me, you asked for this. You asked for this. This is the life you created. And he showed me raising my arm and said, you have control. That's when it happened. I was like, I have control. I have control. I can change. I can get off of this. I can create the life I want. That's when my extremism started. That's when I got really extreme towards progression, towards elevation. Something was said a few weeks ago. I don't remember by who, but I heard it. It said, the greater the sacrifice, the greater the reward. That's so true. The greater the sacrifice, the greater the reward. I'm extreme towards sacrifice. My wife is extreme towards sacrifice. Whatever's necessary, we're going to do it. Whatever is necessary, we're going to do it. You can go as far and as high as you want to go. You're in control. There's probably one thing, one thought that could change everything about your life right now. Just one. It's probably one thing you've never done ever in your life that if you decided to do it today, everything would change. One thing. I got a question. Have you ever given your all to something? Have you ever given your all to something? My athletes know what I'm talking about. They can say they have. My gold medalists, my championship winners, they're the ones who want it more. If you've ever given your all to something, you laid it all out on the line. You left no room for debate. You went all the way. You went extreme. You were extreme. Have you ever done that before with anything? Did you master the guitar? Did you master track and field? Did you master your position in football? Did you master the craft of singing? Did you master anything ever in your life? And if the answer is no, there's the reason why your life is the way it is. There's the reason why. When you decide to give your all to something, your life has no choice but to elevate. It has no choice but to change. When you decide to give your all to something, lay it all out. Here's another soul thought. What influences you? What influences you? That's a choice. Influence is a choice. You know what me and my wife used to teach our kids? Peer pressure is a myth. You're either a follower or a leader, period. Nobody can make you do anything. You choose who your influences are. You choose who influences you. You could be influenced by positive things or you could be influenced by negative things, period. What influences you? Why do you say I will or I won't? There's a reason behind that. There's a reason why you believe you can't build this business. It's because of what's been influencing you. Do you evaluate present opportunity based on past failure? Do you evaluate present opportunity based on past failure? Or do you seize the moment, take advantage of what you have your hands on right now? Do what's necessary. What voice are you listening to? What voice do you honor? Who has the capacity to speak into your life and just because they said it, you go do it? Who influences you? I teach my kids this. Me and Christina, we teach our kids this. In this life, I used to tell my teens this. In this life, you will submit to somebody, whether you like it or not. You will willingly or unwillingly submit. You will willingly submit to your Lord and Jesus Christ. You will willingly submit to your mother and father, or you will willingly submit to your teachers. You will willingly submit to your mentors, or you will forcibly submit to a police officer. You will forcibly submit to a judge. You will forcibly submit to Ray Ray from around the block. You will forcibly submit to Pookie from C Block. You're going to submit to somebody in this life. We used to tell our teens that you're going to submit to somebody. You're going to submit to somebody. You're going to submit to Tamika up the street with them hands, with that right hook that she learned from her brother that's a boxer. You're going to submit to somebody. You're going to submit to somebody. Somebody on Instagram said, I won't submit to nobody on this earth. Just live a little bit longer. just live a little bit longer. He said, I ain't submitting to nobody. Just live a little bit longer. Every tongue shall confess and every knee shall bow. Just live a little bit longer. You will submit to somebody at some time. Who influences you? See, submission is not a weak word. It's not a weak action. Submission is the action for elevation. Who influences you? What influences you? And why do they influence you? You can take these words and dismiss them, or you can take these words and apply them in the areas where they need to be applied and elevate. Success is very intentional. Success is very intentional, right? But what's not talked about is failure is very intentional too. That's what's not talked about. Success is very intentional. You don't make $1 million by accident. You make $1 million on purpose. $1 billion is mastery of money. right? You could accidentally make 10,000, but you don't accidentally make 1,000,000. But here's the thing, failure is intentional too. Some of you self-sabotage yourself. You gotta ask yourself why. Why do you shy away from things that can help you be better? Why? Why do you shy away from things that can help you elevate? Why do you run away from pressure? Pressure isn't bad. Pressure is good. Pressure forces you. It shows you what you're made of. It forces you to rise to the occasion or ball up into a corner. Tough people outlast. The pressures of life are not meant to break you. They're meant to make you. They're meant to help you be better, stronger, wiser. There's something called the terror barrier. The terror barrier is when you are looking to break through, you get to an area of success that may scare you. And you're either going to revert back to old habits, or you're going to continue to move forward and break through that terror barrier and get to the next level. Keyword, or also known as self-sabotaging. Either you're going to break through or you're going to revert back. You're only getting better. You're not getting worse. My man is really mad. See, influence, right? He's on my Instagram listening to me. I'm not listening to him. He don't even understand that. Influence is powerful. Even your haters will listen. Even your haters gotta pay attention. Even your haters can't stop watching and looking and listening. Y'all gotta understand, when you are firmly planted, nobody can shake you. When you understand why you're doing what you're doing, nobody can stop you. When you understand where you're going, no negative word will take root. Understand how powerful you are. Understand how powerful you are. It's all about perception. What do you perceive yourself to be? Who are you? Who do you say you are? Who do you believe you are? Not what other people say you are or believe you are. What is the life that you will design to live? It's yours. It's yours. Listen, if you want a $300,000 diamond ring, ladies, who says you can't have it? Who says that's excessive? If you want the finest fabric draped over your body, if one outfit costs $45,000, who says you can't have it if that's what you want? Perception. Perception. Only the hater says that's too expensive because they can't have it. They can't perceive themselves having it. What do you want? What do you want? Failure is intentional. It's intentional, just like success is. The way you think is the way life is. Write that down. The way you think is the way life is. Straight up, Brandon. If you can control your thoughts, you could control your life. If you can control, see, we talked about this before, brainwashing. You can brainwash yourself to believe whatever you want to believe. You can brainwash yourself to believe anything about yourself you want. What do you believe about you? The way you think is the way life is. Your life right now is a sum total of your thoughts. God's highest form of creation. He gave you the ability to imagine. You can imagine whatever you want to imagine and then make a plan and make it happen. You have that ability right now, today. Today, you can make a decision right now to write down how you want your life to turn out over the next 365 days. And then you can write the vision. You can write how, the how-to. You can decide who you're going to get the information from, what actions you're going to take. You can set a goal date for each benchmark, each month. By the first of the next month, this is what I'm going to do to move towards this goal, and then do it. No other form of creation has that ability. Ooh, he said, I could do all things, not small things. Come on, Javon. If you could take control of your thoughts, you could take control of your life. What do you believe? You need to believe the highest things about yourself. Don't listen. If you don't have the self-confidence right now, you don't even deserve to listen to you. You're not qualified to listen to you. Submit to the voice of your mentor. Your mentor is only going to speak words of life over you. Your mentor is only going to, the correct mentor is only going to speak words of life into you. They're going to tell you you can, not you can't. They're going to show you how you can. They're going to tell you that you can. If you are self-sabotaging yourself, if at night when nobody else is around and it's dark in your room and you on your pillow and you looking at the wall because you can't sleep, if you have thoughts that tell you that you can't, you have some internal adjustments to make. You can try as hard as you want on the outside to grab success, but that belief system within yourself has to be changed. This is why this idea of extremism towards your goals, extremism towards your wants, extremism, going farther than everybody else around you thinks you should go. Why you doing too much? Calm down. You always talking about this business. You always talking about other stuff you want. You always doing this. You always doing that. That's hate. Average people can't comprehend extraordinary people. Get extreme about what you want. Christina said the way you think influence your decision-making. Your decision-making created your habits, and your habits is why you're stuck where you are in life. Do personal development daily. It'll begin to change the way you think. Your new way of thinking will influence better habits, which will cause you to make better decisions, and you'll ultimately accomplish your goals, and your dreams will become your reality. Somebody need to copy and paste that. Good Lord. Good Lord. See, I brainwashed myself. I don't want to know why I take massive action. You want to know why me and Christina believe the way we do? I brainwashed myself. According to 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3, I receive all things into my life that pertain to life and godliness, according to Jesus' divine power that has given to me. According to 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 9, Jesus became poor so that I could be rich. According to Mark chapter 10, verse 27, all things are possible with God. Therefore, I speak, pray. Everything I speak, pray, and request comes to pass. All my desires, dreams, and wants manifest into my life quickly. According to Psalms chapter 37, verse 4, I have all the desires of my heart. I have extreme surplus all the days of my life. I experience magnificent manifestation of exceptional increase, and all my needs, wants, and desires are fulfilled. My eyes are open to discover opportunities, and the Lord is faithful to show them to me. Jesus is my righteousness and my peace. I choose not to worry or stress about anything I experience. I am in a marvelous season of wealth transfer into my life. I have exceptional focus as I see myself in abundance. Supernatural blessings of the Lord overtake me all the days of my life. The blessing of the Lord is a wall in my life which Satan cannot penetrate. I influence my wife, children, family, and friends to move towards greatness. I am a money magnet. I'm out of debt, my needs are met, and I have plenty more to put in store. I win the day every day. I get positive results because I'm married to the process. Therefore, I improve, advance, and elevate daily. I design my future by the actions I take now. The spirit of truth abides in me and teaches me all things, and he guides me into all truths. Therefore, I confess I have perfect knowledge for every situation and every circumstance in life. I have a limitless supply of abundance. I'm walking in excessive blessings of increase. The current circumstance is not my reality. It is my place of growth. I create my reality in my imagination, and I have every resource and all wisdom to see it and get it. I am so happy and grateful now that Christina and I are double chairman 500 and I Am Mastery Academy by December 31st, 2020. I actively choose to display the fruits of the Spirit daily, according to Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 and 23, which are love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance. I live in the Spirit. Therefore, I choose to consistently walk in the Spirit. I am disciplined. I am focused. I am confident. I am successful. I am influential. I am constantly winning. I am constantly increasing. I am blessed to be a blessing. I am intelligent. I am resourceful. What do you tell yourself? 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 What do you believe about you? What do you believe about you? Brainwash yourself to believe the highest things about yourself. Come on. Come on. Come on. You are where you are right now because of who you are. And if you want to get somewhere further, you're going to have to change. Change into what? Change into the version of yourself that you want to be. You are where you are in life right now because of who you are. And if you want to get somewhere further, you're going to have to change. Who influences you? Who's going to influence you to make those changes? Every single day. Every day the work has to be done. The internal work has to be done. This thing is not about recruiting. It's about you believing that you're capable of influencing somebody else to become the highest version of themselves they can be. But first, you gotta decide and believe that you can do that too. You gotta make the decision first before you can influence somebody else to make the decision. You gotta be it first. Excuses. Excuses are just lies that you bought. Excuses are just lies that you bought. They sound good to the people who are making them. That's why me and Christina decided we will not make excuses. The results in our life that we produce or fail to produce is on us. When you take personal responsibility, you are poised to elevate. Because then you figure out it's all on me. Personal responsibility. Personal responsibility. You're poised to elevate. It wasn't until I realized that day at that lunch table at work, I'm in control. I'm in control is personal responsibility. When you take personal responsibility for where your life is now, you then can take responsibility from where your life ends up, where your life goes from that point forward. You got one life. You got one life. You got one life. Last point I'm gonna make, last sobering thought I'm gonna give you. People don't live life as it is. People live life as they are. People don't live life as it is. People live life as they are. You got to change who you are to get to that higher form of life that you want. You can do anything you put your mind to. You can accomplish anything you want. It doesn't matter what life circumstance is for you right now. That's not the way it's going to be forever. The sun rises and the sun sets every day. Every day, there's a new opportunity to elevate. Every day, there's a new opportunity to do something great. Every day, there's a new opportunity to be better than you were yesterday. Every day is an opportunity. And when you look at life that way, you have that perception, things can blossom. Things can blossom and transform into something way greater, much better. Your children can have the life that they want. You can have the life you want. That car that's outside, you can switch that car out for what you want. When you choose to live life at the highest level, when you choose to take personal responsibility, when you choose to do the things that other people won't, when you choose to stop making excuses, when you choose to be extreme towards your goals, your wants, your desires, when you choose to be extraordinary, life can be better. Now do you understand why I don't have to convince people to do this? I don't convince people to do this. I know my worth. You got to know your worth. You got to know that you're valuable. You got to know that it's an honor to work with you. It's an honor to be under your tutelage. It's an honor to be connected to you. It's an honor to have relationship with you. You got to believe that. And when we had no influence, when nobody listened to us, when nobody wanted to do business with us, we believed the same thing I'm saying right now. We prayed y'all into this business. We manifested, we believed, and we continue to believe. If you think we done now, just wait, just keep watching. Boy, I'm gonna save that for Saturday. I'm not gonna say that. You gotta understand. All right, but I took up too much of y'all time already. I'm honored that you guys would show up to this call and stay to the end, listen to something I had to say. I thank you. I honor my wife, Lady Kingdom Cash, Christina Dyson, for who she is. I honor Paris for who he is. I honor Javon and Eze and every single one of you guys. I'm privileged to be connected to you. We got the opportunity to do something great. We got the opportunity to do something extraordinary together. But y'all gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. I got so much I want to let go of right now. I gotta be careful. Y'all gotta come this Saturday. Super Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's gonna be, whoo, boy. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Clear your schedule this Saturday. Clear your schedule this Saturday. Clear it. I'm telling you. Clear your schedule this Saturday. You definitely want to be there. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. We got a jam-packed call. We got a jam-packed schedule today. Shout out to the Africans, my African brothers and sisters. We got a call for you guys at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the international launch call. Shout out to my London people, my Europeans, my Caribbean family, my Canadian family, everybody all over the world. We will be doing our international call 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. It's on the schedule. All right, we got a 9 p.m. opportunity call for you guys who have people you've been talking to. You want to expose them to the information. Have them come to the opportunity call tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Book of the month call this evening, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Part 2, right? Dale Carnegie, we will be dissecting the book, right? Information is money, y'all. Information is money. You got to get it out the books. Information is money. So we read, right? We read. And that call is happening tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a direct correlation between the success someone produces and how plugged in they are into these calls. So plug in. Get your team to understand to plug in. I'm telling you, your life has no choice but to change. Who influences you? When you're hearing this repeatedly, you have no choice but to become better. You have no choice but to you have no choice but to believe in yourself when you're hearing this consistently. If you're hearing this more than you're hearing the haters in your life, if you're hearing what we tell you more than what the haters are telling you, I'm telling you, you have no choice but to elevate. You'll believe in yourself, you'll take the proper action, you'll get the proper results, and then your life will begin to elevate. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you guys throughout the day on all the calls. Be blessed.